There's so many legendary and iconic cars in GTA that Rockstar haven't added, and then you come to question what Rockstar's thought process is on adding cars. Here's a list of cars that Rockstar should have added, and my thoughts on why they're not in the game. The LFA, like it's been in so many of my car predictions videos for upcoming DLCs, but yeah, I've been wrong in all of them because the LFA never came. I feel like it's such an easy, if you look at the car, it's such an easy car for GTA to make. The design of the car is not too complicated, but for some reason cars like this don't get added. They added cars like the NSX. I think this may be another one where they'll feel disappointed that they can't deliver when it comes to the sound of this car, because what is the reason that the LFA is so popular? What do you think of when the LFA is mentioned? It's popular because of the sound and that engine. And yeah, fair enough, Rockstar probably can't deliver on that. They'll just copy and paste in the sound. That Dubster confuses me. That Dubster's been around for so long. They did update the Dubster by adding a 6x6 version. Just got the current Dubster and made it a 6x6. It was really cool. But I think there always has been room for improvement on the Dubster. It's recognizable by the shape, but that's about it. The Dubster really does need updating. Everyone loves the G-Wagon so much. And yeah, it'd be nice to have the squared version like I have in this video, just to have some kind of difference to the Dubster. The Sentinel from GTA 4, the E46 M3. Why is this not in the game? Please, Rockstar. Like on the earlier DLCs, you were bringing back cars from GTA 4, but for some reason you limited that a lot and you never brought back cars from then on. E46 was a great example, even a remodeled version. Like that was the go-to sports car in GTA 4. I just wanted to see it in GTA 5, but like we're getting to the end of GTA 5 now and it's still not in the game. So I don't think it's ever coming, unfortunately. The NSX, this one kind of infuriates me. Like we've got the newer NSX, which is Jester, which, you know, some people might have wanted. I think it looks amazing in the game. They brought that many years ago instead of bringing the original NSX, and they didn't even bring it out in the tuners either. It's kind of baffling. Like the NSX has been wanted since day one. I wish I could just sit down with them like in some sort of boardroom where they decide what cars are coming for the next DLC and then ask them why. Like why the new Brigham and not the NSX? Like I'd really want to speak to the car designers in GTA. It'll be such a great conversation, and I have no doubt that the intelligence they have, they'll probably embarrass me in like the first 10 seconds. Then I'll feel like an idiot, but then I'll appreciate the cars that are in the game. No, I'm not giving them no excuses. Bring the NSX. The Shafter V12. What a legendary car, what a cool car. A remark on the Mercedes which you can just about recognize. And now there's cars that you can easily recognize. There's many cars that nerdy look identical to the real life cars, but I think for some reason Rockstar are like, oh, we've already gave you the Shafter V12 many years ago, so is there any need to give you an updated version, a newer version? Nah. And I guess there are a few luxury cars on this list, and the luxury cars, which you'll see later on as well, do have detailed interior, and Rockstar just know that their interior game is not on point. Their interior is mocked at by many people. They introduce first person and they don't do anything to the interior. Honestly, there's like compact cars that have the same interior as a Rolls Royce. So what makes you think that they're going to update the Shafter to put a nice new interior in? They're not going to do that. But I understand that now. Like, come on Rockstar, you don't need to give us any fancy interior. Just give us some copy and pasted one, but give us some sort of updated Shafter V12. We seem to have a period where Rockstar were adding Rolls Royces into the game and they just stopped. There's no new Phantom. And when I say no new Phantom, I mean there's no Phantom since the first generation Super Diamond, which, yeah, it looks very outdated. The Dawn is cool in the game. We just need another Phantom. We need an updated Phantom. And I feel like I've already spoke about the interiors in the game, but they definitely can't match the interior. And I think it's a GTA 6 thing. I just think now it's just getting to the point where the interior detail that is important to a lot of these cars I'm mentioning, maybe they're going to come in GTA 6 instead. I highly doubt they're going to add unique interiors for every new car that comes in GTA 6. But I don't know. Let's see. It's crazy. I've heard the name being thrown around on the YouTube comments, Miata MX5, in our Discord. Like, everyone's just shocked that this car's not in the game yet. There's so many legendary JDM cars, and also not so legendary JDM cars. There's small cheap JDM cars like the Blister Compact, and Grand Theft Auto have added cars that are not so common in the JDM range as well, like the Postlude. But for some reason, they've not brought the car that everyone asks for, like the more entry-level JDM car, rear-wheel drive, fun, very popular. So popular, in fact, I think it's the best-selling convertible of all time. But Rockstar still haven't added it. And modifications for it as well. It must be an easy design process. There's so many modifications out there. There's so many real-life budget builds that there's been. Maybe that's the problem with this car. It's such a cheap car in real life. Rockstar want to price it at over $1 million, but they feel like they can't. I mean, they've already done that with many other cars, so I don't know why they would hesitate. But like the cool features, the pop-up headlight, just having a small little convertible in the game. Rockstar, why? Why? The M8 has been a very popular car, and most people's favorite BMW is an M8, just like a lot of people's favorite Mercedes is the AMG GT. And they added that to the game. And they made it look really nice. So nice that it actually looked like a newer model of that current AMG GT. But poor M8 is left out. You know, when the M8 came out, I didn't think that Rockstar would add it into the game because they wouldn't be able to make a good enough copy. But looking at their copies quite recently, I don't know what their excuse is. The RS6 has been wanted for so long that the generations have changed. People would have been very satisfied with the previous generation RS6. A sports estate. Like, Audi are literally known for that. They're known for that, and then they add the BMW estate. I'm not complaining, but the Reinhardt is literally the new M3, but an estate version, and they added it into the game, even though Audi is known for that. The Audi Avance are like it's like legendary to Audi, and they didn't bring an Audi estate, they brought a BMW estate. I mean, there's still room to add it. It's still, you know, a bigger car. It looks very different to BMW. And yeah, it can be alongside the Reinhardt. It doesn't need to be disregarded. Now, realistically, I'm from the UK. I should not be hearing about this TRX, this Ram TRX, because we don't even have Rams. Well, we have imported Rams in the UK, but a version like the TRX should be like exclusive to Americans. But I think every car person in the UK also knows about the TRX because there's a lot of hype around it. There's a lot of people that love the TRX, and it's one of those things that exists just because. And it'd be really cool to have in GTA, but they haven't added it. Like, it'd be just cool to have a pickup that has stupid speed. And yeah, just having a pickup in general, because they're not adding much lately. And the Ram TRX, come on Rockstar. A lot of people have been asking for it. Just deliver. The i7 is a car that is very controversial. So many people talk about it. It's got an amazing interior, and you can probably see how that is an issue. The i7 is so controversial, and GTA like to add controversial cars, and the fact that we haven't had any Oracle added into the game after the first gen cars, it's a very strange approach that Rockstar are bringing to adding cars. They've added most of the legendary cars, they've added very popular cars, but cars that they originated with, first gen cars, the GTA 4 cars, they're not updating them. They're not having the newer version of those cars out, like I've shown earlier in the video, like the newer Sentinel. And yeah, maybe they haven't just added this car because the interior is so detailed and clean in real life that Rockstar know they'll just copy and paste the interior of the Revolter or something, and it won't cut it. Is there anything on this list that I've missed out? Some cars that are so important that Rockstar just should have added them? Let me know. I probably have skimmed past a few. There is a DLC coming next month, so I may do a car predictions video, what I think is going to come in that DLC. But really, when you see these cars not added, it'll be very hard for me to predict any car that's going to come into GTA Online next. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like. I know it's so mundane and every YouTuber says it, but yeah, it will help me out a lot. Thank you very much. See you guys in the next one.